Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Beast. And this is from director Balthazar Kormacor, and this is starring Idris Elba as a doctor who, along with his two teenage daughters, find themselves hunted by a massive rogue lion in the Savanna while they're on a trip to Africa. And they need to figure out how the heck they're going to get out of this situation. You have Leah Jeffries and Ayanna Halley, who are playing his two daughters, and Sharto Copley is a family friend who's kind of showing them around. He's an anti-poacher. And this story is pretty simple. They're out there, lion attacks. What the hell are they going to do about it? And for the most part, this hour, 33-minute film is a tight thriller. For the most part, it doesn't linger, it doesn't prolong, it has specific beats to it that feel natural and well-paced and are taking you from this point to another and trying to build up that tension along the way. The suspense is impressive. The camera work is really impressive. There's so many long takes. The camera work is so engrossing. Philippe Roselot and Balthazar Brecki-Samper, who are the two DPs on the film, are able to really heavily utilize some impressive camera work to be able to make you feel like you're in it. And you always feel like you're in it. You always feel like you're another set of eyes who's like constantly looking around, where is this lion coming from? And for the most part, the CGI works pretty well. The dialogue is so clunky and awkward and bad that, like, here's the thing. Most of the story and most of the characters are overly simplified. The dialogue isn't there to write home about. Idris Elba gives a fantastic performance. You believe him. He is anchoring this film. You're behind him. You feel it. The lion is intimidating and scary, and they set up some legitimate tension and suspense and thrills along the way. And the technical prowess of this film is pretty impressive. And then you get to the third act, where multiple things happen that you just have to completely suspend your disbelief. There's a couple of moments that really took me out of the film because the effects were so bad and clunky. But it's the kind of thing where it doesn't torpedo the film. This still is a really effective, tight thriller. It's just some of the things that by the end, you're just like, they did such a good setup to this point, and it's just like I don't know if they really knew how to quite stick the landing, making it semi-believable. Because it was very unbelievable what happens once you get to a certain point. And it got to the point where, like, this lion's, like, indestructible, I guess, and completely lose any sense of belief going on. But in general, this is still a fun thriller. It's worth your time if you're really into thrillers and you want a good one. You have Idris Elba, who's really anchoring here, does a great job. I think the two young women who play his daughters do fine. Copley does his job well. It does what he needs to do, but this really is the Idris Elba show. And yes, like in the trailer, he does throw a bunch of punches at a lion. And yeah, that's in the third act, like I said before. But, you know, this isn't something to just completely ignore and think this is just a trash movie. It's not. It's a solid, well-made thriller that is for people that really enjoy this kind of genre. It's not going to be the kind of film that's going to change people's minds on it. But those are my thoughts on Beast. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.